And now the reserves for Chicago de La Salle. Tokars, Brown, Dansert, McHale, Whitfield, McKenzie, and Durkin. The officials for this game, Alan Otto and Larry Petty. And now it's time for tonight's action between Collinsville and De La Salle, the final game of the quarterfinals here from the Assembly Hall at Champaign-Urbana. And standing by to bring you this exciting play-by-play is our good friend Tom Kelly.
Thank you, Floyd. For Collinsville, it'll be Stallings, Bellabredic, Gray, Mestemacher, and Oslo. And Collinsville in the dark purple, or dark uniforms, in white, Ray Roan, Dave Skowronski, Darrell Allen, Dave Banco, and Alan Harris, the starting five for Chicago De La Salle Institute. The tip controlled by De La Salle, and with it is Roan. Roan gives the ball over to Darrell Allen, and is back over on this side. With it is Dave Banco. In the middle to Allen, the sophomore center, and it's poked away, and we've got a whistle, and a foul will be called on Kevin Stallings, and that'll be his first. Collinsville, the only unbeaten team still left in tournament play. The K-Hawks are 30-0, and the last time we saw Virgil Fletcher up here with a good basketball team, he won the title. In fact, he's won it twice. Jump shot from the side, rebounded. Tempt is up, traveling, no basket. No basket by Harris. Ball out of bounds to Collinsville, still no score. And some of the K-Hawk fans whoop it up. The Assembly Hall that witnessed a very thrilling 62-59 Springfield Lanphier win come from behind over New Trier West. Collinsville with the ball, and the K-Hawks and De La Salle in a zone defense. Birdmaster.
Right you are. 2-3 zone. Did not affect Joe Oslo, though. Hit from the far corner.
You know, I talked to his mother and dad a moment ago. Nice family. She's got 5 children. Has a younger son at home. Has one that's out at the University of Colorado. One that played baseball here at Illinois. And the old man, who's 6'5", played with Easy Ed McCauley at St. Louis U and the NIT in 48. What do you think of that?
Well, I tell you, Virgil has coached a lot of ball players, and some of the ball players he's coached have kids now that play for him. I tell you, he gets better with age. They say he might retire in a year. I hope he goes on until he gets 1,000 wins.
Foul was called on Steve Ray, his first. 7 minutes remaining. We've just started this first period of this last of the quarterfinal games. De La Salle with the ball. From the side, high-arching jump shot, beautiful release. And it's up and good by Banco. Dave Banco makes it 2-2. Game tied. A little behind the back dribbling by Mestemacher. Nice, beautiful move to the basket. And that bucket. Oslo, he's got 4. And it's 4-2 in favor of Collinsville. And they put on full court pressure.
That's that ball press that Virgil has made famous.
Roan with the ball. Flips it back out on top. Banco has it. On the side to Skowronski, back to Banco, back to Skowronski. Allen missing the rebound, and down with the ball. Number 33 is Kevin Stallings in the purple of Collinsville. Over to Mestemacher. Oops, pass on the side, intercepted, and he can't hang on. As stealing it and then losing it was Dave Banco. Had Banco just let it go, it would have gone out of bounds because the pass was intended for Oslo, and he never did see it coming. 4-2, Collinsville leads, and they have the ball. In the lane, good penetration by Oslo, or by Mestemacher, and no basket. Roan brings the ball on the attack, gets it back midway down the right side. Rebound is off to Oslo, and the K-Hawks will bring it back up the floor. Mestemacher comes out of the backcourt for Collinsville. Long pass, high in the air to intercept it was Roan. Gives it off to Allen. Allen gives the ball in the backcourt, and over the timeline with it is Harris. And we got a traveling call on Harris. Out of bounds to Collinsville. Winner of this game will be in tomorrow's second semifinal against Springfield Lanphier. Halftime, Jack Burmaster is going to tell us who's going to win the tournament, right, Jack?
Now. Well, I'm going to tell you, sure. I've got him hit it tonight.
Out of the corner, shot attempt. Stallings gets his own rebound. Oslo in the middle, poked away from Bellabredic. Harris on the drive. Rebound tipped back out, and Steve Ray's got it for Collinsville.
Both offenses, Tom, leave a little bit to be desired at this point. Both defenses pretty good, but they just can't get on track offensively. Both teams feeling each other out.
Jump shot out of the corner. That's off the side of the board. The rebound to Harris. Ball is poked away from Banco, and we've got a whistle and a foul call. And the foul's on Oslo, and that'll be his first.
All right, let's watch Joe Oslo as he comes down. Bonk takes the corner on him, reaches around. That's not what Virgil taught you, Joe.
Out of bounds to De La Salle of Chicago. Inbound pass comes out to Banco. Banco to Harris. Right side to Roan. Back out to Harris. Poked away and stolen. Up at the ball is Stallings. Pass underneath, beautifully thrown and right on the money. And that's Bella Bradick with his first bucket. And it's 6-2 in favor of Collinsville. Rome over the timeline, down the right side. Baseline, Allen. Offensive foul.
All right, let's watch De La Salle as they attack the ball press. Finally comes into Allen. Allen goes to the hoop. But, of course, as we can see there, he fouls number 21, Steve Ray.
Collinsville with the ball. Far side is Oslo. Up the middle. Ball got away. Off his knee, says the officials. Out of bounds. It'll go to De La Salle. 6-2 in favor of Collinsville. 4 minutes, 3 seconds remain. First period of play. The last of our quarterfinal games for this Friday session. Don't forget, semifinals tomorrow starting at noon. Third place tomorrow night at 7, and the big one tomorrow night, the championship. Well, I'll tell you, De La Salle must think that that rim is just painted on there, that it's not for real.
Sometimes, Tom, in this big assembly hall here, it takes the guys just a little bit of time to get adjusted to that high ceiling.
Rome can't handle the missed shot, and the rebound rolls off his fingertips out of bounds to Collinsville. Yes, and when you add the pressure that most of these kids have never even seen this building, much less come inside to play. Bella Bradick makes it 8-2 in favor of Collinsville. You've got a little added pressure and tension, and then, of course, we're here with the cameras and the microphones, and people across the state are broadcasting it, and everybody's going to write about it. Underneath, beautiful feed, Mestermacher.
And Jerry Tokars wisely calls a timeout, Tom. Got to solve the ball press.
All right, there's a timeout in the first quarter, 3:22 to go.
Few people realize that for years he coached not only basketball, but football in the fall, and then came right back and coached track in the spring.
I think he's the type of man we talk about when we refer to the dedicated high school coach and administrator and teacher. A man who really dedicates his life and everything else that he has about him to doing this kind of a job, often without thanks or great reward. Of course, the years have been kind to Virgil Fletcher, and his teams have been magnificent. Very tough board play underneath by Bella Bradick of Collinsville, and back come the K-Hawks with the ball. I enjoyed your interview with him this afternoon, Coach. I thought it was very nice. Rebound is off and grabbed by Allen. And here comes De La Salle down the far side. Back on this side, Skoronsky with a shot and a foul. And the foul is going to be called, I believe it'll be on number 25.
Right yard, Joe Oslo.
That'll be his second.
Skoronsky. Joe Oslo comes out of the corner, gets him across the arms. Skoronsky on the line shooting 2 free throws.
All right, looking for his first points of the evening. Dave Skoronsky, averaging a little better than 11 points a night. Good rebounder. Had over 300 on the year. And he gets his first free throw in. It's 10-3 in favor of Collinsville.
You know, this De La Salle has had a history all season long of dropping behind early, and then they come on with a rush at the end.
Rebound is grabbed by Bella Bradick. Collinsville has the ball. Coming out of the backcourt, Mestermacher. 10-3 in favor of the K-Hawks. Stallings with it.
I understand Jerry Tokars would just as soon they didn't play like that, though.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure you're right there, Floyd, yeah. Banco driving. Oh, nice move.
That might loosen him up.
10-5, and the De La Salle cheerleaders liked it. Back for the rebound on the missed attempt. Harris has it for De La Salle. Yes, I bet Tokars has said to himself, just once I wish they'd go out in front by about 30 and never look back. Beautiful move underneath. And that basket by Skoransky. And that's 3 points for Dave, and it's 10 now to 7. And Collinsville's lead is down to 3, and we've got a foul called on Harris. Minute 55 remaining here in the first period. Foul on Harris is his first. 10-7 Collinsville. They'll have the ball.
De La Salle back into a man-to-man defensive pattern here.
Oslo at the line. 6 points. 12-7. His mother told me a few minutes ago, and his dad, his mother just bites her fingernails right down to the quick, and the old man plays every shot with the kid out there. Said he's never gotten over it. Talk to the McHales, too. They've got a son on the De La Salle team. Underneath, ball is poked away from Allen. It'll be out of bounds to De La Salle. She says she has the same problem with every game. Harris, top of the key. De La Salle trying to set it up in the last minute and 20 here of the first quarter. Trailing by 5 and trying to work for the good shot.
Good, tough zone.
Skoransky. Allen for the rebound. Harris has it. Baseline for 2. That's his first basket. 12-9 as Harris connects, and De La Salle coming on now. And we've got a very good ball game going for you. Stallings all the way. From the side, Bella Bradick. Oh, and some collisions underneath there going for the loose ball. And we've got a foul call on Bella Bradick.
All right, let's watch this action. Bella Bradick going to cast the ball up. He does. Then on the follow-up, there you can see, comes into the pile. Official calls a piling on.
At the first goal line to shoot the 1-and-1, number 40, Dave Skoransky. Skoransky's got 3 points. Banco has 4, and Harris has 2. We're talking about family out here tonight. Coach Tokars has a son on the ball club, Tim, and he's got another son at home who's a freshman prospect. So it's a family affair, this basketball. Skoransky nets them both. It's 12-10. Check that, 12-11. As Collinsville leads De La Salle by 1. Foul is going to be called. It'll be on Banco, and he may have hurt his knee. Well, I guess he's all right. He ran into Steve Ray. And both young men came out of that bang-up limping just a little bit. In fact, Ray is still flexing his knee at the top of your screen. Underneath, Bella Bradick. 14-11. Collinsville with 42 seconds to go in the first period. Full court pressure put on by the K-Hawks. Roan down the far side, going to go all the way. Going to be a foul call, blocking foul.
All right, they're again advancing the ball. De La Salle against the ball press. Steve Ray gets it in the corner, decides he's going to make the turn. He does. Who did they call up? They called the foul on Steve Ray.
Steve Ray gets his second, Coach. Yeah, and here's Ray Roan at the line. And Roan looking for his first point. He averages 16 per game. Well, sometimes that first one is like getting olives out of a bottle. Boy, tough to do it. Turnaround by Allen. And a foul is called on Bella Bradick, his second.
Oh, it's amazing that Ray Roan hasn't yet scored, but I'm sure that he will be in the scoring column before long. He's a tremendous offensive ball player. Right now, he's just a little bit tight.
Here's another young man whose record indicates he ought to be putting a few points on the board. Averaged almost 14 a night. Young Allen, the sophomore center, 6'6", and he hasn't put a scratch in the book yet either. That's his first point. 14-12. Collinsville leads. We've got 24 seconds to go in the first period. Coming out of the backcourt, Mestemacher for the K-Hawks. Back out to Stallings. Underneath, all alone, Ray. 16-12.
Little mix up in defensive assignments that time by De La Salle.
6 seconds as Roan comes out of the backcourt. 3 seconds. Down the side, they won't get it off. It won't count. Well, it was a nice shot by Allen, but it won't count. We've come to the end of the first quarter. And the score, Collinsville 16, De La Salle Institute of Chicago 12. That school has helped provide Chicago with leaders in government, sports, business, the clergy, and all other areas of great vitality that make Chicago a magnificent city. In fact, the last 3 mayors of the city of Chicago have been graduates of De La Salle Institute.
And Coach Tokars has in his possession a little telegram from the present mayor, Michael Bolandic. So he's probably going to save that for a key moment, you think, and spring it on his players?
I wouldn't doubt that a bit, but I think that's great. Second period, 16-12 Collinsville. They're in the dark or purple uniforms. The tip controlled by the K-Hawks. And out of the backcourt, Mestermacher. He's got 2 points. 6'2", senior guard. That's Stallings. Deep in the corner. Oslo missing. Tipped by Bella Bradick. Rebounded and grabbed off by Skoronsky. And he gives it over to Banco. And Banco to Skoronsky. And De La Salle has it. In the corner, Allen and Roan. And they got their signals mixed up, and the ball's out of bounds to Collinsville.
Well, at that last timeout, Jerry Tokars has sent his ball club, De La Salle, back into a zone defense. 1-2-2 zone.
Mestermacher gives it over to Oslo. Down deep in the corner. Steve Ray is alone. I don't think you can leave him alone down there.
No, that's where that zone is vulnerable, but sometimes you say, hey, go ahead and take that shot from the dead corner.
Yes, I think most coaches would say, if you're going to beat me, go ahead and beat me out of there. I want to watch you do it. Foul is called on number 33, Kevin Stallings. That is trying to do it the hard way. I think you'll agree, Coach. The percentage is going to go against you eventually.
Well, a few years ago, of course, it was a complete no-no. You only took it when you had to. But the way kids shoot now, some of the kids think that's one of the better places to shoot from.
And maybe they're right. Dave Banco at the line. Young man has 4. Receipts for his 5th point. It's 18-13. Collinsville leading, and De La Salle at the line, trying to narrow the gap in the person of Dave Banco. He's a senior, 6'2", averages 10 points a night. Nice release. Good rhythm on that free throw shot. 18-14. Out of the backcourt, Mestermacher. Going out to meet him, Roan. Over to Stallings. Deep in the corner to Oslo. Back to Stallings. Rebound is off and grabbed by big number 35. High for the ball, John McHale, who's committed the ball game now for De La Salle. In fact, it was his mother and dad I visited with a few minutes ago as well. Seem to be full of social notes here, don't I? Banco flips it back out to Roan. R-H-O-N-E. Ray Roan. Dave Skoronsky. Roan.
Well, Ray Roan finally hit one time. It was a forced shot, but he hit it. Line drive effort. Maybe that'll loosen Ray up.
Collinsville leading 18-16. They've got the ball. Oslo in the corner to Stallings. Underneath to Ray. Batted away. Ray gets it back. Scores it. It'll count. Foul will be called on McHale.
All right, let's watch Steve Ray go to work now. The ball bounces around a little bit. He finally gets his hands on it, goes up, and you can see McHale come over the top.
Ray is a 6'3" junior and obviously quite strong. He had that ball in both hands, maintained possession, and with up under control to get the bucket. Rebound is off and grabbed by Allen. It's 20-16 in favor of Collinsville. The K-Hawks shot 47% the first quarter, and De La Salle 33%. 5:55 remaining in the first half. Underneath, Allen. Boy, good defense by Oslo.
Oslo jumped higher, and he knew how to that time.
Stallings. Rebound is off to McHale. Banco comes out of the backcourt. B-O-N-K-O. Dave Banco.
If he played with Barrington, he'd be Banco of the Broncos.
From the side, Roan hits. Banco of the Broncos, huh? 20-18. Collinsville leads by 2 with 5:22 to go in the half. Oslo. Back to Bella Bradick. 22-18. Bella Bradick has 8. Ball pressure. Allen with the ball for De La Salle. Gives it back over in the right side to Banco. Banco forces it up from the corner. Follows, gets his own rebound, and then loses it. Man got a rebound. Ray lying on the floor. Beautiful pass to Bellabredic.
Well, they showed me something on that break, Tom. Tremendous split vision.
24-18, 6-point lead, Collinsville. Skoronsky with the ball. Puts it back to Banco. Did you see Ray get the rebound lying down?
Right, flat down.
Roan trying to work his way for the shot. Nice.
Well, he's loosened up now.
24-20, and Roan has got 6.
He's loosened up.
Ball in the corner, intercepted by McHale.
That kid's a hustler.
24-20. Collinsville leads by 4. 4 minutes, 5 seconds to go in the half. Roan getting quite a bit of attention. They steal it away from him. Stallings on the attack. Whistle on the play. Foul will be called, I believe, on Banco, but we'll get the official confirmation.
You're right, Tom. 54.
We're well into the last quarterfinal game, and that means we've had an opportunity to look at all of the remaining teams. At halftime, Floyd Brown and Jack Burmaster are going to join me in a discussion of the potentialities of the remaining contenders. That'll be at halftime. And maybe Jack, former coach of a state championship squad, will pick a winner for me.
Well, I'm getting a reputation at something. We're predicting, Tom.
Well, listen, you can't be great at everything.
I tell you, coaches are the worst, though, at that point.
You remember Ronnie Ferguson's great team at Thornridge in '72?
Did I pick them?
I don't know, but they were the last unbeaten team to win this state championship. Stallings gets them both, 26-20. Collinsville leads De La Salle with 3:53 to go in the half. Ron Ferguson had the great Thornridge team, and they won it back-to-back, and his '72 club was the last unbeaten team to go all the way and take home the big trophy. Skoronsky has a total of 7 now, and it's 26-22, and De La Salle and Collinsville in a nip-and-tuck, right-to-the-wire shootout. Two young players chase it off the end of the court. Stallings and McHale.
All right, let's watch this ball. A long rebound comes off. Kevin Stallings is going to go for it. Did he hit it out of bounds? Larry Petty, the official, says De La Salle ball.
And look out, they're coming right into your living room. Banco. Rebound, Mestermacher, pass, batted away. Couldn't save it. McHale tried, out of bounds, Collinsville.
Jerry Tokars disagreed with that call. Said it did not go out of bounds. Larry Petty, the official, said it did. Guess who wins?
The man in the striped shirt. Stallings out of the corner. Underneath the rebound to Allen. 3-on-2. Roan. Allen. Whistle underneath. Foul will be on Collinsville.
Here we come on a 3-on-1 fast break. There goes the ball up. Number 53, Ray Roan. Then Allen comes in. Good tip. Goes back up, and you can see the foul.
We're talking about unbeaten teams. That foul was on Mestermacher. And, you know, in 1968, Evanston won the whole bobble down here. Allen makes the free throw. And, you know, they went through the year 30-1. Somebody blew one that year, and I've got to believe it was the coach's responsibility.
Yeah.
Who beat you that year, Jack?
Proviso East.
26-23. Jack Rosenberg glanced over. They remember every one of them, don't they, Jack? Every game, every point. Out of the corner, Mestermacher. Rebound, Skoronsky. 2:43 to go, first half. Lead pass to Roan.
Great mid-air hesitation, Tom. Great body control. Roan knew he had a defensive man on the back. All right, let's watch this again as Roan takes the lead pass. He knows he's got it.
Harry Tokars is in the middle of that group of young men doing some coaching. His back to you. You can see him from time to time.
My only hope is that they don't expand the size of it, because if they got more, they might want to build a pyramid higher.
and they'd be right up to the gondola here underneath the Assembly Hall ceiling.
Fine young team, this De La Salle team. They've maintained their poise and have held on. Two excellent teams, Collinsville as well as De La Salle.
Well, it's 34-28, and Roan is at the free throw line. Virgil Fletcher coached his first state team in 1947. And I dare say none of his players were even born in 1947, the first time he came up here to coach a ball club. Stallings, 36-28, 12 seconds. Collinsville leading. Roan with it, 7 seconds. Back to Banco, gonna have to put it up, 3 seconds. Rebound, be a whistle and a foul on De La Salle. 1 second on the clock. Take another look at it, and you'll see Banco go up for the shot, and the foul comes underneath on the scramble for the rebound, and it's right there over the back. It'll be on number 40, and that young man is Skowronski, and that is his first. So we're at the other end of the line, and here's Steve Ray, who's got 6 points for Collinsville. Seven. It's a very good basketball team that Virgil Fletcher has, Floyd. Very solid and dependable. They don't fluster, keep their cool, and they are very good at the free throw line. Good shooting club. The minute I said that, Ray came up short. So we've come to the end of the first half here at the Assembly Hall in the final quarterfinal game of this Friday's session. And the score, Collinsville 37, De La Salle 28. And now, here's Floyd Brown.
Thank you very much, Tom. This is certainly an exciting game, this fourth and final game of the quarterfinals here tonight at Champaign-Urbana. The winner of this game, of course, will advance to the semifinals tomorrow to play Springfield-Lanphier, who defeated New Trier West in the first game of the night session here. These are two excellent teams. Both of them have good height, and they have good ball control and great...
Here at the Assembly Hall, Champaign-Urbana, University of Illinois. And the Collinsville Jayhawks are enjoying a 37-29 halftime lead, a 9-point advantage that will be difficult to overcome the way Collinsville has played in the first half. Jack Burmaster and Floyd Brown and I were discussing who's going to win this and what we thought of the teams we've seen. I picked Peoria Central in the opening semifinal tomorrow, and I think, Jack, did you go for Peoria Central as well, or did you go for St. Lawrence?
No, I go with St. Lawrence. His stack can play it off.
All right. And in this game, the second one, I would have to go, I think, with Collinsville if they win it. Roan has 9, Skowronski 7, 4 for Allen, Harris has 2, and Banco has 6. That's De La Salle scoring. And at 104 and 122 points there, and we haven't scored that many, but Bello Brady has 10, and Oslo has 12 for Collinsville. Stallings has 6, and Ray has a total of 7. Mestemacher has 2. We're looking at De La Salle, and there you have the scoring totals as we gave them to you for Collinsville. Virgil Fletcher trying to become a 3-time winner at the state tournament. And we head into the final 16 minutes of play. De La Salle and Collinsville, you're looking at the Jayhawks, and De La Salle trying to overcome a 9-point deficit. As we've indicated to you, St. Lawrence defeated Phillips of Chicago 56-50, and Peoria Central over Barrington 67-40. And those two will meet in tomorrow's semifinal opener. Springfield-Lanphier came from behind to beat New Trier West 62-59, and they and the winner of this game will meet in the second semifinal contest tomorrow afternoon. The two winners play for the big trophy tomorrow night, and the two losers of tomorrow afternoon games will go in the battle for third place in our opener at 7 tomorrow night. A turnover, first trip down the floor for De La Salle, And that does not augur well for the Meteors' chances of erasing a 9-point deficit. And that makes it even more difficult as Oslo comes out of the corner and hits 2 more. And for Oslo, it gives them 14 points, and it's 39-28. Allen comes back to get 2. 39-30. Collinsville continues to lead. A steal. Allen back down the floor. Banco. He's got 8. 39-32. Collinsville leading. On the break, shot blocked by McHale. On the replay, shot attempt, and the foul will be called on McHale, and the foul on McHale, his 3rd. 39-32, and the man fouled at the free throw line is Ray. And Ray just kind of doubled over with the pain of it all, of missing that free throw. Intense, tough competition. Gets the second one. 40-32 in favor of Collinsville, and De La Salle bring it out of the backcourt against them. Good man-to-man pressure. Allen in the lane. Rebound. Roan gets it. 40-34. Collinsville leads by 6. Halftime advantage was 9.
Oh, beautiful pass.
Ray's upset about missing that. Collinsville is in the National Basketball Hall of Fame. Why? Aside from everything else, because they were the first high school team to win 1,000 games. But they didn't do it in 1 year, I'm told.
Well, right now, Collinsville living in a little tough luck.
Roan with the ball for De La Salle. His team is down by 6. Loses the ball. Good steal. Pass to Oslo. Boy, they have had 3 of them come right off that rim. Banco. His ball is out of bounds as Banco goes tumbling down.
All right, let's watch the replay on this. Says number 25, Joe Oslo. Comes from back. Banco is dribbling the ball. Oslo comes in. And, of course, Banco goes down. Jerry Tokars was hoping for a foul, but the official did not see it that way.
Allen with a turnaround. He's got 8. Look out, 40-36. De La Salle coming on, Jack Burmaster.
This has been their trademark. They never quit.
And the pass is thrown away by Collinsville, and it's out of bounds to De La Salle.
De La Salle using a zone press also for the first time.
Tap.
So Stallings watching as the ball comes on the attack, and with it is Skaronski of De La Salle to Banco. In the middle to Allen. Draws a crowd, and down go a couple of players. Oslo on the floor.
All right, here we go again now.
Allen's going to get the ball on him.
Helter Skelter is a...
And who knocked it out of bounds? Good call by the officials. De La Salle ball.
In the backcourt, Banco for the Meteors. Back out on top to Allen. Skoronsky at the baseline. Rebound, McHale. No basket. Traveling. .6:05 to go. 50-49. Collinsville by 1. Ray from the baseline. Allen rebound. De La Salle with the ball. A steal by Stallings. Beautiful play by Stallings.
I tell you, he's just a junior. He amazes me with his body control and split vision. What a great pair of hands that young man has.
Stallings makes it 52-49 Collinsville. Foul on Stallings, trying to keep it alive, and poked the ball free, and that's his 4th.
Let's watch Stallings foul now. Collinsville is not jumping the way they were before on the board. Watch the ball come off, and Stallings just kind of bats it, hoping to bat it to somebody. But instead, he crossed the defensive player's arm.
Timeout on the floor. 5:33 to go in the game. Collinsville 52, De La Salle 49.
Substitute that De La Salle has put in. Kevin Durkin is giving him a workout out there. He's a small guy, but he's a real fire plug. Lots of action on defense with Durkin.
Bonko has the ball for De La Salle. 62-61 Collinsville. Skoronsky. De La Salle leads. 63-62 with 1:41 to go. De La Salle has had the lead 3 times. Underneath. Shooting. Missing. Rebound to Stallings. Whistle. Foul on the play on De La Salle. Take a look at this again. There's the long pass. Underneath is Don Osborne. Puts up the shot. Comes all the way back out. And then the foul is called again underneath on Skoronsky. And that's his 2nd.
Kid Allen can really leap, can't he? It's about his 5th rejection in there that's just clean.
Oslo at the line. Tip is up and good by Ray. Steve Ray tipped it in. 64-63. Collinsville on top by 1. 1:20 to go. Roan with the ball for De La Salle. Pass to Allen. Poked away, stolen by Stallings. Stallings out of the backcourt with the ball. Turns, looks for some help. Underneath, his pass intercepted by Durkin. Down the floor to Roan. Poked away, going to have a foul on Mestermacher. Oh, what a wild finish. What a great ball game. Watch this again. And there's Durkin coming out of the backcourt with a pass to Roan. Roan fakes, comes into the middle. And he is fouled by Mestermacher, who jars the ball loose. And we've got a timeout on the floor. The score, Collinsville 64, De La Salle 63. Quarterfinal basketball game. Collinsville. Chicago, De La Salle, the winners to play Springfield Lanphier tomorrow afternoon. The opening game tomorrow, Peoria Central against St. Lawrence. That'll be a dandy. Hope you'll join us at 12. It had been forecast by the pundits. Free throw is good. And Roan ties the game at 64. It's only 53 seconds left to go. Roan can put De La Salle in front. De La Salle leads by 1. Out of the backcourt, the K-Hawks. Mestermacher with the ball. Pass down the side to Stallings. Back out to Mestermacher, 44 seconds to go. You're looking at the time in the bottom of your screen. Remember, the team with the ball is down by a point. De La Salle leads. Ball batted away. De La Salle's got the ball on the break. Skoronsky elects to stall it out. Bonko with it. Foul will be called on Mestermacher. 21 seconds remain. Watch it again. There's Bonko with the ball. He's trapped, and Mr. Mocker gets a foul as he reached in and stole it away. You know, everybody had predicted it would be a championship match between two unbeaten teams. Rebound belongs to the K-Hawks, and a foul will be called underneath on Roan. Watch it again as the rebound comes down, and Roan reaching in was called for getting a chunk of Ray, and Ray will go to the free throw line. There's Virgil Fletcher. Hang in there, Coach. It's only a game, huh?
I suppose the pressure had to come through. These kids couldn't make these free throws all night without one of them missing.
Steve Ray's got 16 points. Game is tied. Can you imagine the pressure on this kid, a 6'3" junior? Got them both. Got them both. 66-65. Durkin has the ball for De La Salle. 17 seconds. Bonko. Skoronsky. In the air. Rebound. Hold everything. Jump ball. 8 seconds. Seconds to go. Jump ball. De La Salle has it. 5. Shot is good. Bonko hits it. 3 seconds remain. 3 seconds remain. Bonko hit the shot. Timeout on the floor, fourth quarter, and the score is De La Salle 67, Collinsville 66. My director just told me to talk. I can't hear myself think. This crowd is going wild. Bonko with a jump shot, banked it in. 3 seconds remain. Here's a look at it again. Bonko's number 54, works his way right side of the lane. The shot is up, off the board. And the assembly hall has gone wild. And now the K-Hawks have 3 seconds to take it 95 feet and score. Mr. Mocker throws it in to Stallings. 2 seconds. Stallings carries it over. The game is going to be over, and Collinsville will lose it. What a basketball game. What a basketball game. De La Salle has to inbound the ball. They do. There's the buzzer. The game is over. De La Salle has won it 67-66. As a sad, dejected Collinsville team leaves the floor, the stands are going wild as De La Salle celebrates its quarterfinal victory. Now, let's go to Floyd Brown.
Tomorrow will be the final day of the tournament, and we'll be on the air at noon to bring you the semifinals. And then at 7 tomorrow night, we'll be covering the third place playoff and the championship game. Be sure to join us. It's really going to have to go some to beat this one. De La Salle trailing for most of the game with just 8 seconds left to play. Finally got it up. Here is that final shot by Bonko. You'll see him driving the ball toward the basket here. He has Skoronsky in the corner, decides to keep it, goes between 2 men, keeps his poise. The De La Salle man held on, threw it through the basket. Number 33, Stallings, actually touched the ball behind it, but he was strong enough to maintain control, and he won it. And now, here's Jack Burmaster in Tournament Central.